Hi everyone, my name is Nina Camplin and I'm the arts facilitator for the online workshops for the VC Gallery. And I'm here today in Rosemoor Country Cottages and Nature Reserve, and we're going to be painting a cat onto one of the walls. This is the wall, and the cat is called Griselle, which means grey one in French. And I'm going to start off by just saying a little bit about when you paint something on an exterior wall. It's best to, you can use emulsions or acrylic paints, but it's best to have a base down of masonry paints because that's got lots of anti-fungicides and mould resistant and all this kind of stuff, weather resistant and that kind of stuff in it. So as long as you've got that as a base, it doesn't really matter what you put on top of it, but you don't really want to be putting emulsion or acrylic straight onto a wall because you'll find it doesn't sit very well. So what I've done, this is the picture that they've sent me that they wanted done. So I've blown it up to a life-size version of the cat and printed it out on my computer in 2 pieces. So you can see it's joined together there. And I'm going to start off by just drawing around it. So normally what I would do is I would just draw around this in pencil, but as this is a grey cat on a grey wall, what we've decided to do is to make this wall look like some of the old stone walls in other parts of the land here, other parts of the property. So I'm going to just block in around it to start with. I'm going to use like a brick kind of colour, stone kind of colours, and I've got, these are actually masonry paints that I've got here. They come in big 5-litre tubs, so I tend to put them into small containers just so that I can transport all the colours where I need them. And I've got my brushes here, so let's start off with I'm just going to do an outline around this. I'll block the wall in later, but it's just so that I've got something the cat's going to stand out on. So I'm going to go with a brick colour. Got quite an awkward working position here because I'm actually leaning over a coal bunker. Have the basic cat shape blocked in now. And there we have it. So what I will do, I won't do this to fine detail now, but I will block in the rest of the wall. So the only thing we've got left there is the cat in grey. So what I would normally do at this stage, after I've got the shape of the cat blocked in, is I would put a background colour in, so it would be the main colour of the cat, but the wall is already that colour. So now I need to start looking at my lights and my darks. Now the cat's got some white patches, so I'm going to put those in. And I'm not using a pure white, this is more of a magnolia colour, because I just find that white is a bit too glaring, especially on a mural like this that's going to be getting the sun all day. So we're going to put the white pieces in on the cat, so we'll go in there. To mix up a darker version of the grey to do the shading underneath. So I'm going to mix, I've got blue here, a blue and a dark brown. I'll mix these together. So I'm just using the lid of the blue pot and then adding some brown to it basically. I'll take my sunglasses off so I can see the colour properly. thing you need to remember when you're using emulsions or masonry paints like this is they tend to dry darker than when you put them on. So although it's almost looking the same colour as the wall, I'm sure this is going to dry a slightly darker colour. I've actually got a white patch down the front of the cat's chest as well. Good thing about working out in the sun like this is the paint's drying really quickly. Now I'm going to go in and start putting the highlights in. I'm going to use the same colour, but I'm just going to add a bit of white to it. So I've got like a light grey coming up. I'm going to exaggerate the highlight along the cat's back. I need to do is to blend that a bit so it doesn't look like a white streak. And then on this white under the chin, there's going to be quite a lot of shadow on that white part, so I'm going to just put that on. And then I'll put that light in on the chest. And you're actually seeing both of the front paws here, so we've got a back one that's going to be darker there. I'm going to use a bit of black to darken this colour down a bit. Helps push that leg back a bit more, and the same with this one, as it's a one that's furthest away. And a little bit of a white highlight in here as well. And then the white needs some shading under here. So it's going to make it more three-dimensional. Starting to give the cat a bit of shape now. But what's most important when you do something like an animal on a wall, or any kind of animal, even if it's on canvas, is when you get the eyes in. That's what makes them come alive. So I'm going to probably block this because I'm going to need to climb across the coal bunker to get to the eyes now. I've made these quite light to start with, so that they've got quite an opaque base to them to get the colours to show through. And while that's drying, which shouldn't take too long in this heat, I'll try and get some more of the features in on the face. So I've got the nose. Use a smaller brush. Start getting some of the detail on the eyes. So we've got the recess where the eyes sit. So that's going to be darker under here where I've got it. And then you get a shadow on the top of the eyes from where they sit inside the socket. And of course what really makes a cat's eyes is the slits that you get down the middle. Now because this cat's out in the sun, the slits are quite narrow. What will really finish the eyes off is just putting a little bit of a white highlight on them. Picking up the light. is getting there. And what I will need to do is to make it look like it's standing on something. So I'm going to make the stone have a surface here. So the surface will have a highlight on the top of it. And I will take this out to the edge of the wall, but I'm sure you don't want to watch me drawing a load of bricks. So basically you've got your cat on a wall.